How do you handle instances of disrespect? Dealing with disrespect is a prevalent challenge that everyone encounters in life, and it can evoke significant distress and frustration. But what if we could draw insights from the ancient philosophy of Zen, which imparts wisdom and grace in managing difficult situations? In this video, we will delve into 10 pragmatic Zen principles aimed at assisting us in navigating disrespect more effectively. As always, I invite you to muster your strength and stay engaged until the conclusion of the video. Let's commence. Maintain your composure. A fundamental tenet of Zen is that our disturbance doesn't stem from external events, but rather from our interpretation of those events. As Zen practitioners express, people are disturbed not by things, but by the view they take of them. This implies that disrespect in itself is not inherently harmful or offensive. It is our construal and judgment of it that elicit feelings of hurt or anger. When confronted with disrespect, bear in mind that the other person's behavior is a product of their thoughts, emotions, and opinions, not a reflection of your intrinsic value or worth. This realization can assist you in maintaining your composure and preventing the impact of their disrespect on your emotional state. Engage in self-reflection. Another crucial facet of Zen is the practice of introspection and self-examination. Zen emphasizes that the caliber of our thoughts shapes the quality of our lives, urging us to continually enhance ourselves and our actions. When confronted with disrespect, it becomes imperative to engage in self-reflection and pose questions such as, is there any validity in the person's words or actions? Did I contribute to this situation with my words or actions? How can I respond in alignment with my values and virtues? Through objective self-reflection, you can gain a deeper understanding of the incident and your own role in it. Self-reflection, in the Zen context, ensures that your responses are grounded in rational judgment rather than impulsive reactions. It facilitates learning from the experience, fostering personal growth and wisdom. Pause and reflect. Zen philosophy underscores the significance of exercising self-control and reason. It posits that impulsive reactions driven by intense emotions, such as anger or frustration, often result in unwise decisions and unnecessary suffering. When confronted with disrespect, the Zen approach advises against immediate impulsive reactions. Instead, it advocates for taking a moment to pause and gather your thoughts. This pause enables you to regain command over your emotions and provides an opportunity to respond in a more measured and thoughtful manner. By resisting the urge to react hastily, you can better align your response with Zen principles of wisdom and self-control. This method frequently leads to more constructive and less emotionally charged interactions when faced with disrespect. Pausing emerges as a key Zen strategy to maintain composure and make rational decisions when confronted with disrespect, ultimately fostering positive outcomes and personal growth. Cultivate empathy. Zen teachings highlight the importance of seeking understanding within oneself. Zen practitioners subscribe to the idea of the interconnectedness of humanity and believe that comprehending the motivations and emotions of others can enhance interactions and personal development. In the face of disrespect, Zen recommends practicing empathy. Attempt to place yourself in the other person's shoes and comprehend their perspective. Empathy can assist in viewing the situation from a different angle and recognizing that the person's disrespect may not be personal or intentional. It could stem from their insecurities, fears, or ignorance. Empathy can also engender compassion for the person, diminishing negative feelings towards them. By empathizing with the individual who showed disrespect, you can refrain from taking their words or actions personally and respond with greater respect and dignity. Empathy facilitates an understanding of the person's perspective, emotions, and motivations. Rather than succumbing to anger or defensiveness, you can reply with kindness and respect, avoiding an escalation of conflict and preserving your dignity. Empathy resonates with Zen principles of wisdom, compassion, and self-improvement, enabling you to learn from challenging situations and evolve as an individual. Through practicing empathy, you can navigate instances of disrespect in a more positive and constructive manner. Acknowledging your perseverance in reaching this point, consider yourself an exception for sticking with the content thus far. Now that you've demonstrated your resilience, let's endeavor to stay engaged until the conclusion of the video. Focus on virtue. In Zen philosophy, a core principle revolves around the cultivation of virtues, such as wisdom and courage. These virtues are essential for leading a fulfilling life and behaving ethically. Zen teachings emphasize that virtue aligns with rationality and harmony with the natural order of things. Practitioners of Zen hold the belief that virtue represents the highest good in life, surpassing the significance of everything else. When confronted with disrespect from others, Zen advises directing our response towards virtue. This doesn't imply ignoring or tolerating disrespect, but rather responding in a manner that reflects Zen values and principles. By centering our attention on virtue, we can sidestep the influence of our emotions, uphold our dignity and integrity, and undergo personal growth. Even in challenging situations, Zen challenges us to strive to be the best version of ourselves. Embrace acceptance. A fundamental teaching in Zen is to acknowledge and accept things beyond our control, including the disrespectful behavior of others. Zen emphasizes the importance of gratitude for what we possess and discourages worrying about what we lack. Another key lesson involves distinguishing between elements within our control, our thoughts, feelings, and actions, and those beyond our control, such as external events or the actions of others. In the face of disrespect, Zen encourages maintaining inner peace by not allowing external negativity to disrupt our emotional equilibrium. Instead, the focus should be on acceptance, viewing disrespect as an inevitable aspect of life, and concentrating on self-improvement. By applying Zen principles to accept disrespect, unnecessary emotions like anger, frustration, and resentment can be avoided. This approach also facilitates personal growth through the learning derived from the experience, enabling us to handle disrespect with rationality and calmness. Use humor. Sometimes, a touch of humor can significantly alleviate challenging situations. Zen teachings recognize the therapeutic value of humor in coping with difficulties. Humor serves as a tool to maintain emotional balance and prevent excessive anger or annoyance when faced with disrespect. Rather than succumbing to negative emotions, a Zen-influenced response may involve a clever remark or a playful jokey. Of course, it's crucial to apply humor judiciously and with appropriateness, but when used thoughtfully, it becomes a valuable Zen technique for handling disrespect and fostering a positive and peaceful resolution. Establish clear boundaries. Zen is not about becoming a doormat. It emphasizes assertiveness, an unwavering presence in the face of disrespect and injustice. It encourages embodying a steadfast rock that recognizes its own value and demands respect from others. This rock exercises control over what it can and gracefully releases what it cannot. When confronted with disrespect, there's no need to passively accept it. Reacting with anger is also unnecessary. Instead, one can maintain a calm and assertive demeanor, addressing the wrongdoing and clearly articulating expectations for respectful treatment. Setting unambiguous and rational boundaries becomes a means of safeguarding one's dignity and self-respect, an essential lesson from Zen philosophy. It teaches strength, justice, and courage, promoting respect for oneself and others, while emphasizing the importance of maintaining inner composure and external dignity regardless of the circumstances. Opt for forgiveness. Picture a scenario where someone disrespects you. How do you respond? Is it with reactive anger or a choice to let go? Zen philosophy imparts valuable insight. Forgiveness isn't a favor to others, but a gift to oneself. Positioned as the key to inner peace and happiness, forgiveness involves releasing negative emotions that harm oneself more than anyone else. Zen advocates for forgiveness with compassion and justice. By concentrating on controllable aspects and relinquishing the uncontrollable, one can opt for forgiveness, liberating oneself from the burdens of anger and resentment. Choosing to move forward with a sense of inner peace and tranquility is what Zen defines as forgiveness. It's not a sign of weakness, but a display of strength, not a surrender, but a victory, and not a sacrifice, but a reward. Forgiveness emerges as the ultimate act of self-care and personal growth. Shift your perspective. Perspective entails seeing things from a broader and more objective standpoint, preventing overreactions or taking personal offense when faced with disrespect. It aids in realizing that disrespect holds minimal significance in the grand scheme of life. Echoing a Zen saying, "Our life is what our thoughts make it," perspective reveals that most instances of disrespect are minor and transient, lacking the power to impact one's true worth or happiness. Furthermore, disrespect often mirrors the other person's ignorance, insecurity, or weakness rather than one's own. Choosing to overlook, forgive, or learn from it rather than letting it fester becomes a viable option. Perspective also directs focus toward life's essentials, goals, values, and virtues, allowing energy and time to be channeled into meaningful pursuits instead of being wasted on resentment or revenge. This approach enables a more fulfilling and peaceful life. When confronted with disrespect, employing perspective serves as a reminder to remain composed and act judiciously. It's crucial to understand that Zen isn't about suppressing emotions, but managing them effectively. By adhering to these 10 principles, one can confront disrespect and rudeness with composure and strength. If you found this information valuable, please give it a thumbs up to help us reach more individuals seeking ancient wisdom. If you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell for additional lessons on ancient wisdom. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. To explore more Zen wisdom videos, select one of the options appearing on your screen now. Stay Zen.